Let's study 9th standard ICSE English Literature, Merchant of Venice, Act 3, Scene 1. Taunts upon Shylock. In this scene, which takes place in a street in Venice, Salarino and Salanio are discussing about some rumor they have heard from the Rialto, which is the Venetian stock exchange or the marketplace. According to a talkative woman, one of Antonio's richly laden ships has wrecked at Goodwin Sands, which is a place in the English Channel. Now that will be a huge loss for Antonio. So Salarino and Salanio hope that this is not true. Salanio hopes that Madame Rumor, they are personifying Rumor, is not right in this case, that she's lying, just like a lady would lie when she tells to her neighbor that she has chewed ginger and she's sad about losing her third husband. So they hope that the news is not true, and even if it is, they pray that this is the last of Antonio's losses. Soon, Shylock enters the scene, and he's very upset because he has recently lost his daughter and his ducats, and he's angry at these Christians, including Salarino and Salanio. Now, they taunt Shylock, stating that they even knew the tailor who made the dress in which Jessica eloped. And they tell Shylock that she's grown up to make her own decisions. Shylock cannot believe that his own blood has been disloyal towards him. But at this point, Salarino tells him that Jessica is different from Shylock, just like there is a difference between black and white and between ordinary red wine and the German white wine. Then he further inquires of Shylock if he knows about Antonio's ship having wrecked. They want to confirm this news from him. Shylock complains that this was yet another loss for him. He had given 3,000 ducats to Antonio, and now he has no hope of getting it back from Antonio because he has suffered huge losses. But he is adamant on taking his forfeiture, a pound of flesh from Antonio's body, as per the bond which Antonio had signed. Salarino asks him what would he do with a pound of flesh from Antonio? It's of no use. And now Shylock gives a long monologue, a very important one. Shylock always had a grudge against Antonio because Antonio called him an unfair moneylender who would profit out of giving loans to others. Antonio called him an usurper. And now he would definitely take the pound of flesh as a revenge. And he might use it for whatever purpose he chooses to. He might use it as a bait to go fishing. What does it matter? It is his property. He goes on to state how Antonio was a reason behind his business losses up to 500,000 ducats, because whenever somebody would be in trouble, Antonio would give them a loan free of interest so that they would escape the Jews' clutches. Antonio had insulted his religion. Antonio had incited his enemies against him, that is Shylock. Antonio was also the reason why a distance had been created between Shylock and his friends, because Antonio used to badmouth Shylock. And Shylock is deeply hurt by this. He asks that don't Jews also have emotions and respect? They also get hurt, just like Christians do. Just like Christians, even Jews have organs, have a physical body. Jews eat food just like the Christians. Jews suffer pain just like the Christians. He asks, do we not bleed when you prick us? Do we not feel cold during winter and feel hot during the summer? If you tickle us, won't we laugh? If you poison us, won't we die? And if you humiliate us, won't we take revenge? If a Christian is humiliated, insulted, would he be very humble? No, he would take revenge. So he, being a Jew, would like to learn that lesson from Christians and build on it. So he too will take revenge for all the insults he has suffered at the hands of Antonio. Then a servant comes and tells Salarino and Salanio that Antonio wishes to speak to them, so they have to go. And at the same time, Tubal also arrives at the scene, and Salarino and Salanio always think of these Jews as evil and an incarnation of the devil. So now we have Tubal, who has good news as well as bad news for Shylock. Shylock first asks him, have you got some news about Jessica from Genoa? Tubal says that he has checked various places, but he has got no confirmation about where Jessica is. Shylock is very upset with this because he has already lost a lot of money, a lot of ducats. He has even lost 2 diamonds, one of which was a very precious diamond which he had purchased from Frankfurt for 2000 ducats. And the other diamond was his wife Leah's gift to him during their bachelorhood. He has spent even more money in the search for Jessica. So he's neither getting his money back nor is he getting his daughter back. So he does not have any satisfaction at all. He feels that the old curse which was given on the Jewish race is falling on the community now. He's quite self-centered. He thinks that the calamity that is falling on him is actually a curse on his entire religion. There is a mythology behind why the curse was given on the Jewish race. But now Tubal gives him good news and bad news alternatively, almost as if he were playing with Shylock's feelings. So Tubal tells Shylock that even Antonio has suffered huge losses. He had a confirmation that one of his ships from Tripoli, which is near the Mediterranean Sea, has wrecked. And this was confirmed by some of the survivors he met during the search for Jessica. Shylock is quite happy to hear this. But then Tubal says that his daughter Jessica had spent 80 ducats in one night. Shylock feels as if a dagger has pierced his heart to hear this extravagant expenditure of his hard-earned money. But then Tubal tells him that many creditors are saying that Antonio would soon go bankrupt. Because Antonio has not only taken a loan from Shylock, he is under debt with many creditors. He is a merchant, so usually he does his business on credit. He expected a lot of goods to arrive via ships, and after selling those, he would have earned a lot of profit. But now, if the ships are wrecked, then he would be under huge debts with many people. So Shylock is once again pleased to hear this. And then Tubal announces that Jessica has actually given her mother's ring, the diamond ring, to buy a monkey. Shylock is taken aback. He would never have sold that diamond ring even if he was given a horde of monkeys, because it was from his late wife and it was very dear to him. Then Tubal consoles him, stating that, however, Antonio is definitely ruined. So Shylock makes a decision that he would like to sue Antonio as soon as the deadline is over. Still a fortnight was left. That is 2 weeks for the deadline, but he would like to hire a lawyer in advance. So he tells Tubal to go and do that and be prepared. And he tells him to meet me at the synagogue, that is a Jewish place of worship. He wants to go there and take a vow that no matter what, he will not back down. He will go ahead and sue Antonio and have his revenge. Hi students, this is AJ sir. If you like this video, press the like button. If you would like to enroll for my online test series or online lectures, email me or message me on Instagram. Check the description for more information.